All right, hello and welcome to the PDGA United States Amateur Disc Golf Championships presented by Discraft. We are super excited here to be part of one of the two amateur majors this year. We are at Kensington Metro Park at the Toboggan Course in Milford, Michigan, and on the mic with me, I have Luke. How you doing, Luke?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the front nine here for the second round so far. Pretty slow, lots of pars. You guys are definitely going to try to kick it in gear here, I imagine, on the back nine and get scoring a little bit. As we head into hole 10, 428 feet, pretty tough gap. It's a pretty long extension from the pad there. You got to throw it underneath this tree on the right side to give your best chance for a birdie. We saw Robert and Luke do it last round, so we'll see if they can repeat that. It's a pretty big shot. You just got to avoid the long rough on the right side if you can.
Just keeping it in the fairway is pretty much the only goal here. Don't overpower it. Just keep it smooth. Keep it down the middle. Robert throwing that flippy destroyer again, his max distance disc, and does another really well done just outside the circle there.
Yeah, that'll be a bonus birdie if he can get that converted. Braden here.
Yeah, I don't really know what Braden throws. I know he putts with, I believe, deputies. I'm not exactly sure about the rest of his bag though.
Cloud
this
breaker.
looks like a Zeus.
Yeah, he definitely has a mixed bag because he threw a cloud breaker earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's putting with Wardens, he's throwing a mixed bag here, which is pretty common for a lot of amateurs. So not all of us can be sponsored like you, Luke. Sorry, I'm not good.
That's not the point. I wasn't trying to say that.
I know, Luke. I'm saying congratulations for being sponsored. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Here's Sean's shot.
Super smooth player, Sean Gilbert. And he gets through right around where Roberts is, just a little bit short, and that'll be a long look at the birdie there. I'm going the same disc.
Nuke.
Yep,
Right.
aiming for the same spot, and I do the wrong thing. After that bogey, that was really frustrating.
Kind of messed with your mind a little bit on the previous hole.
And from here, it's going to be a tricky upshot. And that's
That'll work.
A little left, but I'm happy with that. I got to be a...
That could have ended way worse.
Yes.
Another out, putted out shot from. I think that's Sean there.
No.
I'm sorry. That was
Braden.
Braden. Yep, you're correct.
Yeah, he also threw a zone there. Here, let's see what Sean can do. Just a little low. Great line.
It's hard for me to tell for Sean when he's running it now. It's so smooth, it looks the same.
Yeah. His layup, his run, it's all the same motion. And gets it.
Just outside, able to convert.
Now Robert's on a roll, and we all got to look out because he's going to beat us up and take our lunch money.
I need my lunch money. Please don't take mine. I'm not playing Robert. Leave me alone. Got a couple tap-ins here.
Yeah, and the frustration is starting to set in because I knew I missed my putt on hole 8 from circle 1, and that was to take a share of the lead. The people on Chase card were really killing it to start the round, and that was for a share of the lead, one stroke above Robert, and then I bogeyed the next hole, and that was a 2-stroke swing between me and Robert.
Yeah.
And then there was that hole. And
yeah.
So here we go, hole 11, par 3, 370, huge backhand turnover, forehand out of the question for all of us on this card to reach it. It would be a good way to get up and down for the 3, but 2 here, really good score.
And you guys have the power and the turnover to do it.
Robert gets this turned very nicely and goes right over the basket. 25 long, maybe even 20, and that is really well done there from Robert.
He's really starting to, put his foot on the gas after having such a slow start.
As soon as Robert's in his groove, you gotta look out. And Braden taking a similar line.
Just a touch short, but he'll probably be 20-ish as well.
Yep.
So far, 2 spectacular drives on this hole. That'd be a crazy star frame to see.
Sean rips this. And it's turning nicely. Really well done again.
Okay, apparently this hole is not hard, and rest of us humans just play it wrong. Is this a nuke?
Yep, same disc as the last hole. A little too overturned, and I know it's a little short. Look away, and I guess I decided to watch it again for some reason. And yeah, that's not what I'm looking for here, but I have a chance to get up and down. This upshot's sketchy, but this is the only shot I really feel comfortable throwing here.
It's got to stay off its edge.
And it hits the pole.
No!
And rolls all the way back down.
That looks so good.
Perfect upshot. Probably would have sat right there, but hits the pole. And I do not take any time on this. And I mean, it's 65-footer uphill, and I'm really upset.
Real frustrated, yeah.
Now I'm not happy to see myself doing that. That's the one thing that I've really been working on. And everybody misses putts. Robert has proven that he is human.
Robert, you're not supposed to tell us that. You're supposed to be our robot. Okay, we got Braden here with his birdie look.
Resets.
Yeah, a little weird footing here.
Yeah, that's not really the ideal spot.
He also misses short. Wow, that's
a really hard spot. I was there.
Yeah.
I was right around there in Deagle last year, and I'm not happy right now.
That's a tough thing to do too. You're kind of going through an emotional roller coaster, right? Where you played pretty well to start it. You got yourself tied with the lead, and all of a sudden you got a 2-stroke swing, and then
another
almost
stroke swing.
and almost 2 strokes. Really, it probably felt like 2 because Robert was so close, and you were fortunate only to lose the 1. But got hole 12 here, 344 feet. This will cater well to most of the guys on this card. This is a backhand righty dream where you're just throwing a real power. Pretty straight shot on hyzer and letting it flip up and glide straight to attack this basket. Anything in circles pretty good. If you go variant right or left, you're going to be short and you're going to be scrambling for that par.
This hole is pretty tricky because the gap is doable off the tee for certain, but then like the angle that you're releasing the disc on and the angle you want it to flip up to are completely different.
Whoa.
And Sean's just flips a little early there, but he still gets most of the way up the hill.
You could see there he was trying to put on a lot of hyzer, and that thing just flipped up really quick.
Mm-hmm.
This has got to get right, and it's not going to.
A little too inside, but it fights through, I think, to the other side, and that should be a pretty simple approach, right around what happened to me the day before. Braden, I really want to know what this disc is because he's been throwing it really well, and he's been throwing it a lot.
Yeah, that's through the gap. It's going to be short, but if you're not going to be in circle, getting yourself in position to just take an easy up and down is ideal.
And I was happy with this. I knew it was a little too far right, and it catches it and completely denies any other forward progress. You want to be a little bit closer to the tree on the left side, getting all the way up the hill. Let's see, we got Robert here. A little bit... Not as easy a shot as mine yesterday, but very well thrown. Even giving the basket a scare there.
That's
Great
one heck
shot.
of a throw, yeah.
I've got like a 75-footer uphill here. This is a big putt.
Go in.
I needed that.
Yes, that's got to help. That's going to be our second crew view of the event. This is sick. How far were you? 65?
I think I was probably outside of circle 2.
Okay, 70,
that was
75.
a big putt.
That was awesome.
And I really, really needed that. And that'll help mentally for now, for sure.
Get yourself back in a swing and try to focus back on just one hole at a time. Love the commitment there from Braden, but that hill just kind of messed with his stance, and he wasn't able to get the...
Yes, and that's something we see a lot this event. We see this a lot at Deagle. This course is so hilly, and you're almost never having a flat putt. Your stance is always compromised for... Like, even Robert's here, like, that's as flat as you're going to see, like, from any distance, it seems like.
It's still pretty slanted. The camera doesn't show quite how steep this hill really is. It kind of makes it look flat, and the reality is that you're sitting on a 30-degree incline.
Consistency is the foundation that talent thrives from.
All steps up.
Day after day, and year after year. Luck has nothing to do with it.
Like, even coming out here and, like, if you have the chance to, like, spectate Amnats or Deglow, then you should come out here even if you don't get the chance to play. Because the camera does it a little justice, but not quite as much as
Not enough.
It's a hike.
It is a huge hike.
And don't use your carts. No carts. 13, par 3, 526. To me, this hole is a par 3.5 because it's such a hard 2 and not really, it's a good 3. This is a hole where if I'm getting a 3, I am happy, and this is a little inside of what I'm looking for, and it's gonna catch that tree and drop me right there next to all the stuff.
Oh no, you did hit some of that stuff too. Spotter had his stuff hiding behind that tree. Unfortunately, got a little nicked there, but
Not really stopping my disc from any other forward
Right.
progress, though, so no big deal. Well thrown there,
Yeah.
right in the middle. I don't think Sean's going for this hole. He's throwing a Warden there, so.
yeah, clean and safe, just like what
Yeah.
Kelsey did in round 1.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for it.
Robert's always going for it.
This looks inside too.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing as yesterday, maybe even inside of that tree. Yeah, right there.
Thunderbird?
I believe that's his Halo
Or
Destroyer. That's
Destroyer?
his
Okay.
beat Halo Destroyer that he likes to throw for more max distance shots.
Because he has a black Halo Destroyer and a black Halo Thunderbird, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can never tell
Yeah.
the difference between the two.
The Thunderbird stamp is like whole, and that one's like
Gotcha.
It's been faded away
Oh.
with how much he throws in it.
Going for a donut hole in one, he goes a little long there and on the left side, kind of where you were, but just farther forward.
Mm-hmm. I believe he'll have it. Yeah, he'll have a shot from there.
Yeah, you see him getting marked there. This is a much better window for you this round, but that tree is in your way.
Yeah, and this is a little bit sketchy. Just trying to not focus on the tree, focus on the shot. And I didn't quite turn this enough. But
So-
if I can make that there
Yeah.
20 footer, that'll be a good confidence booster going into the rest of the round.
Yep.
Because even though I made that 75 footer in the last hole, those don't happen often. And it's cool to make them, but it doesn't really help your confidence very much.
Right, just kind of gives you a moment of euphoria.
Happiness.
Yeah.
It's definitely momentum, but it's not much extra confidence on the putting.
Yeah, you want something more tangible.
Go in.
It's a great run over the top. I like field aces too, even though they're not real aces. I still like them, guys. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, throw-ins they're cool.
They're acceptable. We watched a great one last weekend.
Yeah, PDGA Pro Worlds.
Yeah, that was
Incredible.
one heck of a showcase. All right, Robert here with his par look. Oh, he leaves it left.
Yeah, he's not happy with that because he was starting to get on a roll there.
Right.
Missed his putt, took a par on the last hole, and a bogey here is not going to help.
That's his second missed putt because he missed the one on 11, and then he just missed that one now. And just like that, you lost, 3 strokes really quickly, and you've now gained 2 strokes on him. And
Just by not even like doing anything extraordinary. Like, this course is challenging even to anybody. It's not like you're guaranteed anything out here.
I have seen one drive on this hole be inside circle 1.
Really.
It was by me, and it was a complete accident. That's how I did it.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I know. I still missed the putt. It's okay.
I wish I could do that.
Hole 14, 700 feet, 213 meters. You really just want to throw to the base of this hill. And then from there, it's an upshot up over the hill. It's very similar to hole 2, except it's not as extreme, much more attackable. All these guys on this particular card have the arm and the power to get up there and get that 3. So you all are going to want to try to get this one.
Yeah, this hole is definitely one of the more attackable holes, especially if you have like 450 feet. After that, super easy, super attackable.
Yeah, it's the 4th easiest hole on the day. Only one hole overall played under par.
Again?
Yep,
It's crazy.
and it was not this one. Hence, it's the 4th easiest. And for those of you that are ahead of my conversation, you already knew that. First drive in good position. Sean doing the same thing.
And he said that he threw this a little too high. Not not very happy with that spot, but he still has the opportunity to get up and down. As long as you're in the fairway, it's doable.
Whoa.
Slipped.
Yeah. No injury. He's frustrated with it
Yeah.
too, and that's understandable.
Because like that's pushing over that hill. Maybe he'll have a flat run up, and that would be good for him there.
Robert's he kind of looks like he choked up a little bit, not to do the same thing Braden just did.
Because he slipped yesterday on it, and there was a good shot there. That's pretty much the same spot as round one, a little bit more controlled.
He's got a flat spot at least from this position.
Yep, and since there is no OB on this hole,
there's not a stroke penalty there. He's gonna throw his second shot. Come on,
he rips it.
Come on,
Almost gets the donut hole in one, but gets just past him. And from there, it's a long bid.
Hits those trees probably. Couldn't see it as it went over Donut's head. Hey, Donut, next time stand by the basket so we can throw it over your head and in the basket. That'd be better, right? Okay, Sean looking to try to attack this basket.
And he pulls it right, going right at the people standing on 15.
Luckily, they were not ready to tee off. They were waiting for the card ahead of them. So
they were all watching.
Yeah, I did come down to watch this card. I was up at the top for a long time, so I came down to watch this hole with you guys, and I did notice that they were not primed and ready. But Robert looking to get 2 for 2 here.
And he does well. That's parked. Very well thrown there from Robert, just missing the fence posts.
Are you going to throw your Raptor?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Doing the same thing again.
Hopefully with the same result. That would be great. Yeah.
And I thought this was a little inside out of my hand. Oh, yeah.
No, that looks absolutely perfect.
It did the same thing as round one. Maybe even do that round 3. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Just do that all the time. Sean with real no position to run that, just takes his looked like his MVP disc and just put it underneath the basket. Braden's gonna get aggressive here.
Yeah, a little low, but good bid overall there.
Yep. We just passed the basket there. You'll have his par left here. Does so nicely. Yeah, really impressive.
Yay.
Both you and Robert taking birdies both days now. And they have been relatively easy birdies for both of you. You guys have not, pretty stress-free there.
Yeah, definitely hoping to replicate that come round 3. Yeah, this is definitely one of my most favorite holes on the course because the tee shot allows you to open up, and the second one requires a little bit of precision.
Yeah.
Hole 15, par 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5.
960 feet. The drive, if you're looking to get aggressive, you want to penetrate it either low and fast down to this gap or a little bit high and try to push to that left side, trying to get like a straighter shot into the green, but that's still like 450 feet away after a smash of a drive. So taking a 4 here, not bad. Par, very good score. 3 bonus birdie for sure.
This was a pretty big topic of conversation while I was sitting up top. There were a couple of people who were talking to me about this and, the impact that par can have. And we were really talking about how a lot of pros and even you guys are probably looking at this hole and saying a 4 is good. Not that 4 is par, that a 4 is good. And so you guys are just playing the hole for the number and not really so worried about the par or par bogey or birdie or whatever you guys would consider. You're just really trying to target yourself for that number. Unfortunately, the catch cam here had some corrupted video because the battery died on it, and so Hobie's trying to fix it. So we don't have any catch cam for the drives. We'll have the catch cam as soon as we're done with that. You put yourself in a pretty good position. You're on the left side.
And Robert throws a very good shot.
Crushes it. He is in a prime position. Past that first initial gap on the left side, he will actually be able to see the basket from.
You will be in attack mode there for sure.
Maybe that elusive birdie is in our future.
Yeah.
This has got to go, and it's going to be a touch short from Sean.
Yeah, and the thing with this hole is par is obviously irrelevant to how you throw. Like your stroke is par doesn't affect your stroke. It's not like you're it's easier to say +1, -1, but in the end it's 54 or 53,
right.
and all that stuff. So it's
Braden with a great drive there. He's a little farther back than Robert, but he is in a prime position as well. Sean kind of compromised in his stance, but he's going to do exactly what he's been doing all around. Lay up, do a comfortable position, and just try to use that position to capitalize and save.
Yep, and I'm going to go through this gap here because it's probably my best line, and I hit it, and just, yep, a little bit left side, but that'll do.
Yeah.
Getting halfway down the hill.
Spotter's going to put a flag down even though you can... Oh, no, he's not.
No.
He's like, you can see it. You can see it. You're good.
Yeah,
Right.
I know that spotter pretty well, Nacho.
Okay. Oh, another slip for Braden. He is not catching many breaks.
No, he's not happy right now.
And this is one of the ideal spots for Robert to be landed. He can see the basket.
He still has a tricky run up here, and he executes with precision and power.
This has got to go.
That max distance destroyer, and he throws it perfectly.
Oh my, we may just see that birdie after all. Fantastic drive.
And I know he's really going to be happy about that.
Yeah, you're taking strokes on many people with a 3 on this.
And that's where the par comes into play. That's
Right.
where, since it's a par 4, everybody's thinking, I can attack. Like, it forces you more to attack it. It's
Sure.
like, if I get a 4, I take a par. If I get a 3, I get a birdie.
Right.
3, like, if it was a par 5, you're like, oh, 3's an eagle. If I can just get my easy 4 and get out of there without
Right.
any trouble, that's good.
The thing is this is what a lot of the guys were debating about too, is just, talking about making that mental change from saying, oh, this says it's par 4, I should therefore attack it, to being, no, a 4 is good, even though you're going to call it par. That's what I'm going to go for. And you'll see a lot of pros, they'll talk about that, where like Eagle has said that before, where he's just like, I took a 3 there. They're like, that's a par. He's like, yeah, that 3 is really good. And he's just using that language as, you do a nice job putting yourself in circle, and that's for your 4 look there?
Yes. Yeah. My goal on this hole is really to get a 4. Off the tee pad, that's where you attack it. And if you don't get to the right spot, getting a 4 and getting out of there without any trouble is a good thing to have happen.
Braden from a tricky spot is going to get up and over the basket. He's going to have a putt at it. I think this is Sean. Yep. And caught an edge but sat right back down. He'll have a tap in from that spot. All right, can Robert finish the elusive 3?
Let's go.
And he does so
Yes.
very well. So perfectly played.
So the hole actually played harder today than it did yesterday. Played 1.1 strokes over par. So over the field, it's playing closer to that par 5 average. But
Wow, that's crazy.
But there were 3 birdies today, and as far as I know, they were all legit birdies, not throw-ins.
Wow.
So I think some guys made some good adjustments. The thing is that there were more people who took like doubles and triples because they got a little more aggressive and misfired some, but there were more pars and more birdies this round.
Yeah, and even though I'm dropping a stroke to Robert here, I'm happy to see him get that 3.
Yeah.
Because it's cool to see, and it doesn't really feel like I really lost a stroke.
I know that this is a lot of ladies' first tournaments.
So many new female players.
Bigger women's divisions, more women's divisions. We're all coming out here to do it together, and that's what's pretty cool. The sport's just growing, and it's exciting to see.
Hole 16, the easiest hole on the course yet again, the only hole to play under par, 396 feet. You want to throw something flat and right over this pine tree, that baby one that we just crossed. You really want to try to attack it low under these pine trees if you can, to give yourself the park job. That gap's kind of tight if you're trying to play it on that far right side, so you'll see a lot of guys kind of throw it at that gap and let it fade a little left and use the slant of the hill to kind of keep it close.
Yes, you're just trying to throw a low laser beam here if possible and maybe get yourself a look, but not the end of the world here to take a 3. Obviously, it's a 400-foot par 3. It's a difficult hole.
I remember a couple years ago, I was with Nate Wegren, and he kept talking about throwing thumbers over the top and spike hyzers. And
See, I can see that for him, though.
Yeah,
It's
but-
Nate Wegren.
right, but a lot of these, but I can't see the spike hyzer line really that much anymore. It's kind of that tree on the right has grown up quite a bit the last couple years.
I played with Nate at D-Glow last year.
Really? Okay.
I was on a card with somehow my dad and him. It was quite incredible, and he pulled out an Onyx and tried to go over the top, and I was like, no. And we looked for like 20 minutes for it, and we couldn't find it.
That's a shame.
And that's heading right over to the Nate Wegren territory. That's where we lost it.
Yep, there's a lot of long weeds in that area, prickly stuff, and it'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
We're just going to try to find that really fast. And
Is that
get
a
out
Luna?
there. Yes.
It looks like a 5-time or Crystal Luna.
Crystal Luna, yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm down for it, Braden. I'm liking that. Got a few of those at home.
Little left side, but I can't say anything. I'm a little left side too, and I'm going big Annie putt here.
Going around the tree on the outside, go in. Oh my goodness.
That looked even better from that angle.
You guys
Man.
keep giving me heart attacks. You
And
guys,
out of my hand, I didn't even think it had a chance. I thought I put it too wide with too much angle to have time to pan out, and it did. And
it's close.
Good bid.
Braden with a good bid there.
Yeah, good bid from Braden too.
He's been very close. He's been good basket height, but he's been just off his square in order to keep anything in.
Yeah, and the thing with toboggan is it's exhausting.
Oh,
Number one,
yes.
these rounds are 4-hour rounds. Like, I've had tons of time to toboggan with Robert. It's crazy. Like, we're best buds at this point. But yeah, it's exhausting, and Robert
Bang.
is not exhausted with that putt.
Oh no, he's starting to put down the hammer again. 3 birdies in a row after that bogey.
now he gets that crew view. He really had no idea what that was, but he's happy about it now.
Well, Robert knows what it is now. It's his highlight reel.
Yes. Get on that 2021 highlight reel somehow.
All right, Robert's gonna get on it. I promise you.
Okay, that's a good thing. Just have his entire 3 and a 15. That's like the highlight of the year.
Yeah,
man.
that's
such a good 3.
Yep, that'll be it. We got, is that Braden? Yep, Braden
Yeah.
in there.
Tapping out for par.
Couldn't see him underneath the bushes for a second.
Yeah, and that I just need to bring this up real quick. Like, saying toboggan's like an exhausting course, not really cart friendly. Braden's doing fine with it out there, but there are no gimmies. There's not a
None.
single gimme birdie on this course. Although it is doable to shoot a 6 or 7 down, it's hard. It's you're not gonna see it very often, and you have to play good the whole time. You have to hit your spots on the par 4s and get a few of those par 3s. Because some of the par 4s are like 15 or 2. Those can be even unbirdieable due to your ability. So it's just, it's just hard. You gotta stay mentally focused the whole time.
Yes, hole 17 here, 755 feet. We saw you go OB last round and not get the benefit of the doubt to move up forward. We'll see if you can make the correction this round and try to beat the OB line.
As Roberts is coming in pretty close to that OB,
He's got to sit.
but he throws it far enough
Yeah.
to get into that toboggan run, even safer than yesterday.
And that's really the play. If you don't have the arm to get over that distance, then you just got to throw something flippy enough or throw it right enough
This
to
looks
that
a
you.
little better than yesterday, but it's so high that it's fading. And it is OB again.
Dang.
I did it twice in a row. I'm so consistent.
What'd you do that for?
I really don't know. I can't give you an answer for that.
What was that disc again? Was it a nuke?
That was a nuke.
Okay.
You just threw it a little too high and
Gave it too much time.
gave it too much time to come back. Sean's, this is perfect. And this is, that's so good. On a hyzer flip the whole way, that was a crush. Very well thrown from Sean there. Braden, I really wish I knew what this pink disc was, because he's been throwing it the whole round as his max distance disc, and I just have no idea what it is. Maybe a destroyer, if I had to guess. Just something. I don't know what it is. It goes pretty straight. A little too far straight there. That's going to be a scramble for sure.
He's going to be caught in some long bushes here. And he's going to be stuck in a weird spot.
He throws it a little too far right there, I think, is what it looked like,
Yep.
maybe.
Not quite hitting the gap he was looking for. This is looking clean. Holy smokes.
Robert throwing an MD3 there and turns it over too much. He was kind of surprised by how flippy that was flying on him all weekend. Yeah, I'm throwing a hawk here up the hill, and I put this just how I wanted to. It's coming into the green soft, hitting right there and sitting down.
Yes, great save. That'll be a good par save.
Mm-hmm.
Sean here looking to get his birdie as well. He's going to need to put a...
He's going with that Warden.
Yeah, he's going so uphill that it's probably just won't flip that much on him. He just has to give it enough power, and
That he does that really well.
yeah.
That's probably a 15, 20 footer there. Yeah, Braden a little too far right behind that big bush. Put some turn on this zone. Oh, and he throws it pretty well.
Yeah,
That'll be a putt.
Yeah, on top of the mound there.
Oh, and Robert's way short here. He's got a 35, 40 footer from the knee, just off the top. A good bid. He's worried about the roll, but
He's right there behind the basket.
yeah, it doesn't roll that much on him there. See if Braden can capitalize after that good scramble shot. Oh, man.
Hits the top, hits the bottom, hits all the chains on the way down before it decides to just sit in there and stay.
And he needs that at this point. Braden obviously not shooting the round he wanted.
Oh,
But
my.
just good enough there from Sean.
Yeah, good birdie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it can look like a dying duck as long as it goes in for his birdie. It's a birdie.
Mm-hmm. Yep, easy par there from Robert. I know he's really wanting to get a 3, and so am I, but yeah, not quite for either of us there.
Okay, we got one hole left here, 315 feet. Par 3, hole 18. We have OB lined up all the way along the left. You gotta stay out of the OB. There is no drop zone, which means if you go out OB early, there is no chance for you to really save your par. We really want to keep it narrow and on the inside of this tree line if you can. If you go too far over, you're going to be in the tree line, and that's not good either. It's a really, really touchy shot that you got to use to follow up this very steep hill. 400 power forehand is also a viable play if you think you got that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at his leg. He must have got a cut on 16.
Yeah, I don't know what yeah, looking for his disc. We might have all gotten beat up there somehow. Oh, and oh man, that was such a good shot. I think I might have even said, like, nice shot or something.
You nice shot at him? How could you, Luke?
Yeah. It was such a good line, though. That's what you want.
Robert birdied this last round.
And he throws the exact same shot right to circle one again.
Rinse and repeat. He's got this hole on lock.
Yeah, and I'm switching up to this nuke here because I've been turning this over too much, which is a good thing for this hole. And I get this turned, and it's looking good, and it just comes up a little bit short, just outside the circle. It'd be cool if I could hit that, finish off my round. We'll see.
Yeah, this hole is playing as the third hardest hole of the day. Got a forehand here. No, and he leaves it too far left. Hits that early tree, and he kicks right. One of the worst kicks you can get because now he's in jail here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try to curl one up and around. He's going to try to be aggressive here.
Oh, no, and he throws it OB.
And just never gave it a chance. That's such a tough spot to be in. So here he is. He's going to be throwing his fourth. Yeah, this is for bogey, and
almost throws it in.
All right, that would have been cool.
Yeah. And Sean's got so much spin on this putt that he's just going to jump putt this one right up there.
That's the first time it looks like he's ever made an effort on his putt, just like because he's so smooth.
And not even.
I'm not even trying to be mean when I say that.
He was trying to say like 60%.
Yeah, I mean he's got so much power. Oh, another good run from you.
Yeah, not the round I wanted, but I believe after this round I was solo third, so it was a good round so far.
Got a couple of people on the chase card that have been hot.
Yep.
And Robert gets this hole 2 for 2 times. He's now extended his lead on you. He's up by 5 now. Mm-hmm. So he's gotten you by 2 strokes here. Really spectacular back nine after kind of a disastrous front nine for Robert. I mean, for where the position he was in, he could have shot another 7 down, and just the front nine was not what he needed.
No, Robert really played that back nine.
Oh my.
Braden.
I'm not sure how wide left that really was, but that looked like it hit a lot of chains.
That was not what he wanted at all.
No, you want to end that, but We'll take a look here at the scores.
Yep.
Got-
Sheldon Shin shooting
Yeah.
5 down. Might have even been the hot that round.
It
to
was the hot round that round.
get him to 7 under. One stroke over me. We're gonna see Perry Chase as well.
Yeah, we got we're gonna cycle 2 new players in. It looks like we have you and Robert still on our lead card, but so we'll get to see you guys for then. But thanks again to our Patreon family. Super excited to see how this one ends. It's pretty much Robert's tournament to lose at this point. It looks like he's just been in so much control. We're gonna have to see how this ends on our final round. Thanks guys, and we'll see you then.